So Pakistan's failed Marshal Asim Munir was back in the White House, this time accompanied by Pakistan's Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif. Now, what's cooking between the United States of America and Pakistan? Is there a deal on counter-terrorism, as some analysts in Washington, D.C. put it? And Pakistan and counter-terrorism is like asking the wolves to guard sheep. Is that what's happening? Is it a cryptocurrency deal? Is America seeking bases in Pakistan for future operations, either against Afghanistan or even Iran in times to come? And what would that mean for Pakistan? It's a decision that Pakistan hasn't thought through, or has it? We'll debate all of that in greater detail. India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, he's made it very clear. India's battling not just economic pressures, but also terrorism and conflict. And there are limitations to multilateralism. He's exposed even organizations like the United Nations and their limitations. I get you more in this report.
Top Pakistan leadership in the Oval Office. For the first time in 6 years, a Pakistani Prime Minister and Army Chief were hosted at the White House by an American president. After the meeting, in a statement, Shehbaz Sharif showered praise on Donald Trump, calling him a peacemaker. He hailed Trump's efforts to end global conflicts, credited him with facilitating ceasefire with India, lauded Trump's Gaza peace push, and expressed confidence that US-Pakistan partnership will only grow stronger. But it wasn't all roses. Reports suggest the two Pakistani leaders were made to wait for half an hour for the scheduled meet. Inside the Oval Office, President Trump casually remarked that the great Pakistani Prime Minister and the great Field Marshal may already be waiting in the building, as his Vice President Vance laughed.
I'd like to join the...
When the session finally happened, it was muted. No press, no joint statement, no White House photos. The only footage came from Pakistan itself. Contrast that with 2019. Imran Khan's Oval Office meeting was public, covered live, with Trump fielding questions alongside him.
I read a report today about...
But the meet is the latest in Islamabad's pivot, a tilt back towards Washington after years in China's shadow. Trade deal has been sealed with lower tariffs and potential oil exploration deals. India is keeping a close watch. At the G20 foreign ministers meet in New York, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar tore into the double standards of the West.
Apart from jeopardizing supplies and logistics, access and cost themselves became pressure points on nations. Double standards are clearly in evidence.
Jaishankar went further, questioning the very credibility of multilateral forums, making it clear that India will not allow terror sanctuaries.
The need for reforming multilateralism has never been greater. Colleagues, the international situation is today both politically and economically volatile. We, as members of G20, have a particular responsibility to strengthen its stability and give it a more positive direction. That is best done by undertaking dialogue and diplomacy, by firmly combating terrorism, and by appreciating the need for stronger energy and economic security.
So while Shehbaz Sharif and Asim Munir walked out with photo ops, India exposed Pakistan on the global stage, talking tough on terror. Bureau Report, India Today.